If you've ever refactored code that directly instantiates dependencies into code that uses a dependency resolver or a service locator design pattern, you've likely seen some of the benefits I'm about to describe. Code that uses dependency resolution is typically more flexible because it no longer has a tight coupling to the services that it needs. And that means the code's going to be more testable, because I can substitute testable services that feed into that component at test time. And that means the code is also going to be more extensible. It's very easy to work with a plugin architecture when you have a dependency resolver that goes out and finds all the plugins available and then feeds them into the components that need those plugins. The components don't need to know anything about the concrete plugins that are available. The MVC framework itself is very extensible, and it's always given us the option to write custom services to influence the behavior of how the MVC runtime is going to act. For example, we can write a custom controller factory to take control over how a controller is located and instantiated. We can write a custom model binder, a custom model metadata provider. The problem that existed before MVC 3, however, is that each of these extensibility areas used a different API to register the custom piece that we wanted to add. For instance, if I wanted to write a custom controller factory, I would have to register it with the controller builder. Meanwhile, a custom model binder goes into the model binders collection, a custom model metadata provider goes into the model metadata providers collection. With MVC 3, they've introduced a central dependency resolver. And while all of the existing APIs are still around for backward compatibility, all areas of the MVC framework where you can plug into will also use a dependency resolver to find anything that you might have added to the runtime. For developers out there who are writing these custom services, this means there's going to be one place to go to keep them registered and to feed them into the MVC runtime.